What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and recently I made a video talking about how if you miss too many days of Winterfest, you could actually miss out on getting some of the cosmetic rewards. So I thought I'd make today's YouTube video over on the alternative, kind of like placeholder account we used last time to show you exactly what happens when you've missed too many presents. If we go to the cabin right now, and I just realized everything's coming through my speaker, let me make sure we don't have the Harry Potter music playing when we go in here. Alright, we're good on that end, but if we enter the lodge, I've only redeemed one gift. If we look over here on the left side, you can see that gift right here is the only one I've redeemed. It is day 10, there are 13 presents left to open, meaning I've opened one of 14 presents, and soon I'm going to be missing out on not just one alpha reward, but two. If we look over here, however, we can look at all the presents. It looks pretty normal. You can shake them, you can open it if you want. I just left the whole entire cabin, oops. But you can just kind of look at all of the presents normally. I also realized that the game audio isn't really playing right now, so give me one moment. There we go, hopefully some temporary game audio for you guys, but here, I'm gonna open a present just to prove, this isn't a private server or anything weird. Everything looks pretty normal, I can still claim my presents here and there. However, if we look on the left side, we may notice that the two outfit gifts, this one right here, still says, you open 5 more presents to unlock. It appears like I can still get it if I log in for 3 more days because, there are technically 4 more days of rewards, but this one is for opening every single present, and if we click on it, return to Lieutenant Winter's sack. I can't rotate this around, I can't open it, I can't do anything. This present has been grayed out and the game is literally telling me, hey, you're not getting this anymore. There is no more present to actually obtain because you didn't log in for enough days in order to obtain everything. Now, I already made a video talking about this. I already warned you guys that this is going to happen, but I know some people were saying, why don't you just log in daily? It just takes 5 minutes or something like that. Some people might be working or whatever. Maybe their phones can't actually play Fortnite. Maybe they don't want to use the streaming services or whatever else. There's a million reasons, in my personal opinion, for why someone might not have actually been going ahead and unlocking all of these presents. However, I do also want to mention what happened the other night. So if you guys don't recall, it was like a night or two ago, I forget exactly how long ago it was, the Fortnite servers around like 8 p.m. to, midnight and everything went down. Everything was going down. Arc Raiders was having issues. Steam was having issues. And I feel like Steam is still having some issues on and off, but everything was unplayable. And it was something where, imagine if you were going to open the presents at nighttime. You usually play at night, once you're already done with work and all that stuff, you come home, you launch the game, and it just doesn't open because the servers don't work anymore, to the point where they fully shut down the game. And issues like that is another reason why I think this whole entire idea of only one present a day, not being able to open multiple if you haven't, for example, we go back here, day 10, I should have 10 presents to open, but I have only had 2 to be able to open. I think that is a bad idea because we already have a system that has worked before. If we go over here and we look at the presents, we had a system. This is the exact same Winterfest cabin, for example, even reuse some of the assets, even though they don't show up here. Like over on the right side, you have the bells and everything. This is the exact system that was already functional before, and it was already working and everything else. So I don't see why they decided to make the effort in order to make this event worse, right? I don't get why they would go ahead and do something like a present being able to be returned. Imagine if, right, you wake up a little bit late for Christmas Day. You go outside, you're like, oh, I'm ready to see my presents, I'm ready to see what my mom, Santa, I'm ready to see what all of them got me. And they're like, hey, son, you woke up 3 hours later than we expected, so Santa had to go. He took your PlayStation 5 back with him. You didn't know you were getting a PlayStation 5 for Christmas? Well, you're not now, so it doesn't really matter, right? That is something that just doesn't make sense to me for a Christmas thing. If it's a gift that's intended to be given, especially in something like a cabin like this, why make it so that the gift can show up here and tease you by saying, hey man, it's returned. Okay, we sent the receipt back. We left the wrapping paper there so you can enjoy it. We kind of changed the coloring of it, but Santa decided you don't deserve that present today, right? It just doesn't make sense, especially just because it's the whole Christmas time area. Christmas is supposed to be about giving gifts and stuff, and when it comes to the presents, this left present is that glacial dummy skin, one of the more basic reskinned skins, but this present, the one that you can miss out on very easily if you missed one of the 14 days. Actually, no, it was like 4 of the 14 days or something. This is a present that you'll just not be able to get the skin of. Could it release in the item shop later down the line? Yes, but it just doesn't seem like it's in the Christmas spirit. Like, is Lieutenant Winter supposed to be the Grinch in disguise or something? I know that he kind of has some dialogue where he's like, yeah, I didn't really care. One person's going to get coal for Christmas. He has some kind of mischievous dialogue. But if this is the case, can we just bring back Sergeant Winter? Can we bring back the Fortnite OG Pass version of Sergeant Winter? Because he was a lot nicer with Christmas and more forgiving. Anyways, I just want to make a quick video to showcase what actually happens here if you miss too many days. Of course, all of the other presents aren't grayed out here. However, once the 14th day is over and we're on the 15th day or whatever else, I am curious if every unopened present is going to show up as grayed out, because you won't get any more daily present rewards or anything like that. We'll definitely check on that later down the line. If anything does change, I'll go ahead and make a video about it for you guys. But it does kind of suck, because I definitely know there's situations where people won't be able to actually access the cabin daily, right? There's situations where maybe they're in a place that has a blackout or something, and no one in that area is able to use Wi-Fi for a few days. A similar issue happened with Arc Raiders. Some people want to do an expedition, but I think it was in Russia or something, there was a blackout, and they just were unable to actually do the expedition to reset their progress and everything. So it's there's so many random situations and circumstances that even if Fortnite's own server is going down, that could prevent you from getting the cheek skin because, oh, you managed to miss one or a few days. Congratulations, your outfit that was supposed to be a winter present is now going to be a summer shop skin or something, right? Until next time, however, I hope champs and champions enjoyed today's YouTube video. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, and I'll catch you guys next time with another upload. So until then, peace out.